Psalm chapter 2 finds its ultimate fulfillment in the return of Christ when he comes to put down his enemies. He'll rule them with a rod of iron. Rule is actually the Greek word poema. It means to shepherd. He'll shepherd them with a rod of iron. But that rod is not a shepherd's rod that's used for leading the sheep. No, it's a rod that's used to beat back the wolves. And Christ comes in judgment to put his enemies in submission. Look at what it says in verse 16, and on his robe and on his thigh, he has a name, King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Then I saw an angel standing in the sun. He cried out with a loud voice, saying to all the birds which fly in mid-heaven, come assemble for the great supper of God, that you may eat the flesh of the kings and the flesh of the commanders, the flesh of the mighty men, the flesh of horses and those who sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free men and slaves, small and great. Well, we don't often think about this picture, do we? It's Psalm 2 coming to fulfillment. You know, it's a powerful picture. But you know what's beautiful about this? For those of us that know Jesus Christ, for those of us that have bent the knee to King Jesus, we are the bride of Christ, and at that moment, we come with him. But you know, as I was studying this again, I was reminded, our linen is white and clean. Our uniform doesn't have an ounce of blood or dirt on it. Christ's robe is dipped in blood, meaning Jesus does all the fighting for us. That's the beauty of submitting your life to King Jesus, is you have a king who fights for you. He fights, we watch. It's a reminder that salvation from beginning to end is a work of God. I didn't help Jesus in the work of salvation. He did in my heart. I didn't help him when he died on a cross. I will not help him at the end when he ultimately defeats the enemies. I did not help the lamb when he was slain, and I will not help the lion when he roars. He is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and he fights the battles of those who submit to him.